Have you ever wondered about the origins of one of the oldest cities in the world, Jerusalem? The tale of this ancient city begins thousands of years ago in the Copper Age, around 4000 BC. Imagine a time before recorded history, when people were just beginning to shape tools from metal. It was then that the first settlers made their homes on the hills of what is now known as Jerusalem. These earliest inhabitants were drawn to the area by its freshwater springs and the fertile land, ideal for planting crops. Over time, the settlement grew, its people thriving on the bounty of the land. This was the dawn of the Canaanite period, a time when Jerusalem began to emerge as a significant player in the region. The Canaanites, recognized for their prowess in trade and commerce, transformed this fledgling settlement into a major center of activity. Barter was the lifeblood of the city, with merchants traveling from far and wide to exchange goods in the bustling markets. Jerusalem was not just a hub of trade, but also a spiritual center. The Canaanites, deeply religious people, built numerous temples and shrines, infusing the city with a profound sense of the divine. But Jerusalem was not just any city. It was strategically positioned at the crossroads of the ancient world. This prime location made it a coveted prize for many empires, setting the stage for centuries of conquests and conflicts. Yet, despite the turmoil, Jerusalem persisted, its spirit undimmed. The city continued to flourish, its markets buzzing with activity, its temples echoing with prayers. It was a city that stood the test of time, its story etched in stone and sand. So the next time you think of ancient civilizations, remember Jerusalem, a city that was already bustling with life and activity when the pyramids of Egypt were still under construction, a city that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of religions, and the march of time. Jerusalem, a city that was bustling even as the pyramids were being built. And so our journey through the ages begins, with the roots of Jerusalem firmly planted in a time older than memory itself. Picture a city that is the heart of a mighty kingdom. Our journey takes us back some 3,000 years ago to the era of King David and Solomon. The city we speak of is none other than Jerusalem, an epicenter of power and faith, a city that has stood the test of time. It was King David who claimed Jerusalem from the Jebusites around the 10th century BC, making it the capital of his kingdom. But it was his son Solomon who left an indelible mark on the city. Solomon embarked on an ambitious project, the construction of the first temple, a monumental structure that would become the heart of the Jewish faith. Imagine a grand edifice, a testament to human craftsmanship and devotion. The temple was said to house the Ark of the Covenant and was adorned with intricate carvings and overlaid with pure gold. The first temple was not merely a building, it was a symbol of unity and the spiritual epicenter of the Jewish people. Jerusalem under King Solomon was not just a political capital, but also a spiritual hub. It was a city that commanded respect and awe, a city that was revered by the Jewish people. It was during this time that Jerusalem truly became the city of the Jewish kingdom. But the significance of Jerusalem extends beyond the reigns of David and Solomon. It is deeply woven into the fabric of biblical history. Stories of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the patriarchs of the Jewish faith, are all tied to this city. Jerusalem is more than just a geographical location. It is a cornerstone of faith, a city that has shaped and been shaped by history. As we delve into the annals of history, we find that Jerusalem's story is one of resilience, faith, and unyielding spirit. It's a city that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of religions, and the shaping of our world as we know it. The city of David, a beacon of power and faith. But what happens when this jewel of a city falls into foreign hands? Throughout its storied past, Jerusalem has seen more than its fair share of foreign rulers. The first to lay claim were the Babylonians, led by King Nebuchadnezzar. In the late 6th century BC, they seized Jerusalem and destroyed the first temple, a devastating blow to the city's people and culture. But the Babylonian rule was short-lived. The Persians, under Cyrus the Great, conquered Babylon and subsequently took control of Jerusalem. Cyrus, known for his tolerance towards the cultures of his subjects, allowed the Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. Thus, the Second Temple was born, a symbol of resilience and faith. However, the peace was not to last. The rise of Hellenistic culture saw the Greeks under Alexander the Great take control of Jerusalem in the 4th century BC. Greek culture and philosophy permeated the city, leaving an indelible mark on its character. Yet, the Second Temple remained, a constant amidst the shifting sands of power. The Romans, the next to rule Jerusalem, initially respected the city's religious customs. But tension between the Roman authorities and the Jewish populace led to the Great Revolt in the 1st century AD. The result was catastrophic. The Second Temple, the heart of Jerusalem, was razed to the ground. With each conquest, the cultural landscape of Jerusalem changed. Babylonian, Persian, Greek, and Roman influences intermingled with the city's original culture, creating a rich tapestry of traditions, beliefs, and customs. In the face of destruction and foreign rule, Jerusalem remained a city of resilience. Its temples may have been destroyed, but its spirit was not. Each new ruler left their mark, yet the essence of Jerusalem endured, shaping the city we know today. Jerusalem, a city that has seen empires rise and fall. Did you know Jerusalem is sacred to not one, not two, but 3 major world religions? This is a fact that sets the city apart, making it a unique melting pot of faiths and cultures. Let's start with Judaism. Jerusalem acts as the spiritual center for Jews worldwide. It's their promised land, the city of their forefathers. The Western Wall, the last remnant of the Second Temple, stands as an enduring symbol of Jewish faith and perseverance. Jews from across the globe come to this sacred site to pray, pressing their written prayers into the ancient cracks of the wall. Then, we have Christianity. To Christians, Jerusalem is the city of redemption, where Jesus Christ was crucified and resurrected. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, said to be built on the very site of Jesus' crucifixion, attracts millions of pilgrims each year. It's here where they follow the Stations of the Cross, retracing the final steps of Jesus, reflecting on the profound sacrifice and the promise of resurrection. Finally, we come to Islam. Muslims revere Jerusalem as the city of prophets and the site where Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven in his night journey. The Al-Aqsa Mosque, one of Islam's holiest sites, is here. It's a place of prayer and pilgrimage, where the faithful come to connect with their spiritual roots. So, you see, Jerusalem is not just a city. It's a living tapestry of faiths, a city where the paths of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam intertwine. Each corner tells a story. Each stone echoes with prayers from the past and the present. It's a city that invites you to delve deeper, to understand the shared heritage and the unique perspectives that these 3 religions bring to it. Jerusalem, a city where faiths converge. It's a place where history and spirituality come together, creating a vibrant mosaic of beliefs and traditions that continue to shape the world we live in today. Fast forward to today, what does the heartbeat of Jerusalem sound like? In the rhythm of modern Jerusalem, we find echoes of the past and resonances of the present. This ancient city, steeped in history, is now a bustling metropolis, a symbol of the enduring spirit of its people. In the 20th century, Jerusalem became the epicenter of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a contentious issue that continues to reverberate across the globe. After the establishment of Israel in 1948, Jerusalem was divided between Israel and Jordan. It wasn't until the Six-Day War in 1967 that Israel took control of the entire city, declaring it their undivided capital. This move, while celebrated by many Israelis, is not internationally recognized and remains a subject of intense debate. Yet, amidst the political tension, the city thrives. Jerusalem, a city that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, is now a melting pot of cultures. Beneath the city's ancient skyline, a tapestry of life unfolds. In the winding streets of the old city, the air is filled with the scent of spices and the call to prayer. Jews, Christians, and Muslims live side by side, each community adding its unique thread to the city's vibrant fabric. The Western Wall stands as a testament to Jewish faith. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre marks the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, and the Golden Dome of the Rock shines brightly in the Islamic tradition. Jerusalem's cultural diversity extends beyond its religious sites. The city is a hub of innovation, home to world-class universities, museums, and a thriving art scene. It's a city that celebrates its past while looking forward to the future. Indeed, Jerusalem is more than just a city. It's a living, breathing testament to the enduring human spirit, a place where history and modernity intertwine, where faith and culture coexist. Jerusalem, a city where history lives and breathes in its very stones.